Hey guys, Primal Chaos here. Look, you're not a fan of the channel if you don't know that I am in love with Guitar Spin. I've done enough of their videos. Actually, not enough. I can continue to do more, and I will be doing so. However, for as long as I've been doing Guitar Spin videos, ever since I fell down the Japanese rabbit hole, I have been getting requests to do Dolls Box, which is obviously a lot of crossover members and things like that. So we're gonna do that. I could have gone through my comments and looked for songs that people have requested and stuff like that. At the end of the day, I just clicked on YouTube, and the one that had the most views seemed to make sense for a diving in point at least. So we'll see how this one goes, and maybe I'll do more in the future. But look, I've no idea what these guys sound like in this configuration. I do love Guitar Spin. I love Chopper. I love Hana. They're all great performers and writers and stuff like that. In fact, everyone in the band is amazing. So let's jump in and see what the deal is. Maybe I should just bring up the... Give me one sec. Okay, I just wanted to quickly jump out and just look at the wiki page because... Okay, so the singer is Fuki, who is currently in... I know this one. Unlucky Morpheus, who's someone else I'm going to get to soon. But yeah, everyone else seems to be the basic starting lineup of Guitar Spin. So surely I'm going to love this. Let's jump straight in. Here we go. Take My Chance, Dolls Box. Dolls Box. I'm going to say Dolls Box. Here we go. Cool. Tomo. These guys aren't ready.
みんなこんばんは。あなたのハートを箱詰めしちゃうドールズボックスです。よろしくお願いします。お願いします。それでは私たちの歌聴いてください。せーの。Take my chance.
I got Hana. Oh my god. Here we go. Now we're talking. Oh, I love that synth part. Oh, come on! Pretty hard I can scream. fucking going on? I mean, I loved Hana before, man, but I'm in. I'm 100% in. Okay, I got to talk. I've been just sitting here watching the magic happen. So, okay, the one thing that's real interesting about like these guys in this incarnation, but also Guitar Spin, is that they're musically, it's a bit of an onslaught, right? There's so much power behind everything all at once, and so you get this kind of like just wall of noise. It's a little bit hard to pick it apart and sort of hear the distinctions between the instruments and hear what's going on, like from a compositional point of view and stuff like that. You just got to sort of sit back and enjoy the ride. But I mean, you can always hear Chopper chopping away. Yeah, like, and I love that, you know what it is? It's because it's not common for sort of like bands that have this much stuff going on as far as funk and bass and everything like that going, and having a full piano thrown into the mix as well, or keyboards, you know, synths and stuff, sure. But typically what you'll do in a metal band is you'll have synth parts and they'll kind of be relegated to just simple melodies, not entire, like from like a like, you know, you got a lot of spectrum of like, you know, that's a lot of frequencies to cover. And when you've got, if you're playing a lot down here and you've got the bass guitar doing something as well, and then you get your guitars sort of in the mid-range filling up here, and then you got keyboards here, it all ends up being a lot, right? Like if you think of it like this, you've got basically all happening at once, and then you got drums and chaos, so it can be a lot to take in. And what I'm basically, this is a long way of basically saying like, it's really hard for me to pick this apart like I normally do. I'm just enjoying the rockiness of it. I love that little breakdown. It's like power pop with the power turned up to 11, you know, if that makes sense. That bit just reminded me, I'm not sure if you're familiar, but if you know the song Tribute by Tenacious D, there's a part where they turn around like, ah! And then like all of the light comes out from behind him, it's like, and it's like blowing the devil back. That's exactly what just happened. Not since Edward Van Halen has a guitar player look like they're having as much fun playing guitar as TOMO-ZO. I mean, look at his face. Look at it. Spaceland.
遊びたいな会いたいなでもやっぱ言えないかな愛が数字にすんじゃなくて先が見えないなら最後まで待つよ電波で裏切られてもまだまだ諦めこいんだろワンチャン一発でかけるよこのままじゃ終わらせないの
Hang on. I don't know why they had to have that ominous bit at the end there, but anyway, hang around after the break. I'm going to give you a breakdown and summary. Hey guys, this video is made possible by Enchroma. 1 in 6 guys and 1 in 200 women are colorblind, and if that happens to be you, there's something you can do about it. Click the link in the description, it'll take you to Enchroma's website where you can get a free eye test, and while you're there, maybe pick up some corrective lenses. They've got styles to suit everybody and a 60-day money-back guarantee, so you got really nothing to lose. And while you're there, use the code CHAOS in checkout to get 10% off. Tell them Primal Chaos sent you. Okay, so look, I know that this is a completely different incarnation of the band and stuff like that, being Boxx instead of Guitaric Spin, but to me this sort of feels more like a proto Guitaric Spin. You know, because I mean at the end of the day, what's really changed, they get Yuri to play drums sometimes, and they got Angelina now as a front person. So I mean essentially it's like it's like you know, David Lee Roth versus Sammy Hagar Van Halen. You know what I mean? That's what it is. But look, this to me, this is really interesting because it's a little bit more raw than their current material, like current Guitaric Spin. I think that they've since discovered ways of reining in their composition a little bit more so that there's not so much chaos. That said, I'm not saying chaos is it's a bad thing, because what seems to be the fingerprint of Guitaric Spin is the chaos, right? It's that high energy show. It's people yelling over the top of each other. Everybody is making a statement at any given time, all the time. That's the difference between them and other bands. You know, we saw a guitar solo. Often we'll see a keyboard solo. But at the same time, when a chorus kicks in, everybody's at 11 and it's everything at maximum all at once. And that's not to say that there isn't nuance and finesse. It's just that sonically, from a sonic perspective, if I was mixing this, I'd be like, where am I going to fit everything, right? And that color and that character is who Guitaric Spin is, or who Boxx is. It's just everything all at once, maximum kawaii energy power punch to the face. And that's what they do. And they do it well, which is why I tend to believe that for me, as much as I love a lot of their new stuff as Guitaric Spin, and I've seen a few of their live performances on YouTube, I feel like the only way to, or the best way to experience this band would be in the front row of a concert, because their energy level and the way that they push the boundaries of everything all at once would lend itself perfectly to a big show, like a rock and roll show. Even in a small venue with like 300 people, you know, versus some of the ones I've seen were quite big stages and stuff like that. It wouldn't matter. I'd love to see them in this context, in a hokey dive in Tokyo or something like that at like 11:30 at night. That would be the dream, right? But yeah, like that, it's that energy that makes them unique and original. And it's part of what made me fall in love. As soon as I saw Mindset, or watched Mindset, I was like, everything about this is great. It's just, it's a punch to the face. It's got a punk attitude. You know, they're casually fusing that with that kawaii energy. This one, the doink, 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 you know. But that's just what makes it beautiful and hilarious, right? I can't get over Hana. There's that one. In fact, I think this is the shot right here. She just, like, it almost looks like she should be barefoot playing drums on a sidewalk in the rain, you know? It's so cool. It's very cool. But, like, I mean, this is a perfect example. You got Oreo and Hana, and they're both rocking out hard. And sometimes people will perform a certain way in the music video, and then when you see them live, it's a different story. I feel like these guys are dialing it back for the music video, you know? This was great. I'm so glad I could sort of jump back and see where these guys came from. I still think I prefer their newer stuff because it's a little bit more nuanced, but that's only because I came in late, right? If I'd have been with these guys from the start, maybe I'd have a different perspective. Let me know in the comments what you think about that too. Yeah, so either way, that's all I got to say on these guys at the moment. Let me know if there's any other songs. I literally just picked this one off the top of the pile. So yeah, if you feel like I've brightened your day at all, feel free to support the channel just by buying me a coffee. I'll leave a link in the description. Like, share, follow, subscribe, post this on all of the forums. That would be great. A lot of times, you know, it's hard for me to sort of figure out where I can put things like this where people might see them outside of YouTube. So if you can think of anywhere that might appreciate a look at this reaction, hit them up. That'd be great. And also, not just yet, but eventually I've got a merch channel coming. Primal Chaos, that's the logo. You see it right here as well. I'll be putting up stuff like this, but what I want to focus more on is I'm also an artist. So I'll be doing a lot of sort of metal designs, shirts and things like that people might want to wear if they're, you know, less about my brand so much as just cool apparel. So stick around. I haven't done anything yet because I'm still waiting for samples to come through to see if they're any good. I wouldn't want to sell you guys anything that sucked. So thanks again, guys. Appreciate you sticking around. I'll catch you in the next one.